Well, hiya, Toots. It's me, Brad, aka your Andromeda and cosplay queen 1014. And Sir Quex. We would like to just thank our early birds, night owls, and everyone else in between for setting your clocks for 1014 and joining us down here at the warehouse. What are we here to do today? It's finally here. Good day, good day, good day. It's RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, Season 1, Episode 1. Just said the title. Before I get right into it, I will be doing a video of Smooth and Snooze for the runways in a different video as predicted in my fashion review for the promo looks, because I saw them kind of in front of the workroom and behind the green screen down under backdrop that they used for the promo looks. So I was all like, okay, so I've already done a video on that, and you can go back and watch that anytime you like, and maybe come back here and watch this. All right, so let's just get right into it. So the queens walk in, and obviously they're excited. Art Simone is the first one, and I believe, followed by Maxi Shields. And they keep coming in, and Electroshock walks in, and her wig is thirsty, girl. Like, I was like, ooh, girl. And then we get Kita Mean walking in, and we find out that Kita Mean is Electroshock's boss, and she co-owns a club with another queen that they kept mentioning that I kind of remembered. I was like, Anita. I was like, I think she's gonna be on there because I think I remember reviewing an outfit from her. So lo and behold, you know, Anita Wiglet is there. So Electroshock not only is there in a competition with a thirsty wig and having everybody talk about it in confessionals, but she's competing against her two bosses. Like, no pressure, right? So there's just like a little bit of drama there. JoJo Zaho is like a funny confessional queen. No, I thought she was kind of a funny confessional queen, and like her little clapbacks are funny. And there wasn't else much drama other than etc. having problems with one of her antennae, and it just kept flimsy down. Flaccid, and the girls were having a good laugh at it. Everybody kind of seems like they're on a good, like, I can take some little bit of shade here and there. So there wasn't really else much to talk about other than that when the walk-ins, other than RuPaul coming in, hello, and introduces herself. Obviously, there's no need for introduction. And she's wearing these colors that are weird. It was like Gumby colors with like orange poppy filled colors. I don't know. I liked the pieces she was wearing. I just did not like them together. Like the combinations were weird. I don't know. She kind of looked like some artist that's gonna go to an art gallery, but it's not hers. So she welcomes everybody to the film set in the set of RuPaul's Drag Race and announces that the mini challenge is just going to right begin. And the mini challenge will be they have to read from cue cards in front of a green screen, like a little acting challenge. And RuPaul also warmed them up with a little expressing of the emotions and warming up the face. And in the midst of all of this, we have a little special guest who's a little mini judge for this, and that is director Taika Waititi. And he is a director, for instance, The Green Hornet, Avengers Endgame, Thor Ragnarok, and he is a director from New Zealand. So he was giving a little like campy input here and there. So they film their little things here and there, and it was really funny because some of them had to talk like this with a really thickening accent. And one of them went, oh, hiya, Tut, kind of like a 1920s. And I loved it. Like, they sounded ridiculous, and it was so funny. Like, these queens from Down Under do not and are not afraid to get ugly and campy. Loved it. So that was a cute little fun section. A lot of the queens that I was a little underwhelmed by, the promo looks did a lot better than I had expected, so that was nice to see. It was nice to see that no one really did a horrible job as well. So after they filmed their little challenge, Taika reveals who the winner of the challenge is, and that is Electroshock. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Of course, it was a shock from everybody. So after that, Ru announces their maxi challenge, which is gonna be a ball. And I'm like, oh my gosh, another ball. But it's 2 looks, not 3. So we get 20 looks since there's 10 queens. The first look has to be born naked. And the second look was hometown eleganza extravaganza, where they have to represent their hometown in their outfits and looks and costumes. So after that, everybody de-drags. We get people talking in the confessionals and talking to each other about who the trade is. And me personally, like, Electroshock is kind of cute out of drag. Art Simone is kind of a little bit of trade out of drag. And so was JoJo Saho. Like, he was kind of cute too. Anyways, moving on from the thirstiness. In the midst of them de-dragging and getting to know each other, it was funny because one of the queens called out Anita. So like, I am excited to see what she looks like without the makeup, because her nose is pretty big from profile, so she wanted to know what it looked like without it being contoured. So the next day comes and they come in to work on their 2 looks. So in the midst of them getting ready, we rehash on the Anita and Kita thing where they are partners and co-owning a business together, who happen to also be best friends, and they're now competing against each other, and they both seem in good spirits in competing against each other, but we'll see further down the line. When one of them has to go home or one of them doesn't have to go home, we'll see. Anyway, so we come to find out that Kita Mean used to be a little heavier and she has lost a lot of weight. Congratulations. You looked good, and that is a good life choice. So congratulations on that. And that is amazing. We also come to find out that JoJo Zaho is indigenous to the Australian land, and that's really awesome. So pretty much that's like the indigenous people of America are Native Americans. I'm not sure if it's the same out there. However, it's that same concept, if nobody knows what that was. It's the natives of Australia before it was colonized. We come to find out, as an indigenous person, she had to go into these things that she compared to concentration camps called missions, where the indigenous people and the black people are segregated into their own town, and they're not allowed to enter into any of the white, I guess you can say, towns. They're only allowed to stay in their town. And wow, I did not know that was a thing out there. You learn something new every day. I'm really sorry that people have to go through that. That is just insane and ignorant in all sorts of sense, and just should not be whatsoever. Like, that needs to get rid of, like, now. And also, in the midst of getting ready, Scarlett Adams, the one I told you that had the silicone bodysuit, it ripped, like, mainly in the back, in the middle, and it showed though on the side, like right here. So she stitched up the side and like covered it up, spoiler alert, with like a capey thing. And I don't know if it was like a time constraint, but I would have made it look more stitchy and bring that into the concept. And then that way you don't really have to work on your makeup. You can just put bandage on your nose, like a thing on your eye or something. Make it look like you did plastic surgery. So the makeup didn't have to be rushed. I would have made it a little better, like elevated that look, since she stitched it up already, she might have, well, just spent more time on stitching and then doing what I said I would have done. Alright, so after that we get RuPaul coming down the runway of Australia, looking a little smaller than the US, but that's fine. And we get her in this fabulous outfit. She looked delicious. Oh my gosh, that hair, I love that hair on her, girl. Is Raven doing her makeup this season? Does she travel with her to the other countries? I'm assuming she would, no? Anyways, she looked good. I loved the hair. Then she announces the judges. Michelle Visage. She looked good too. Butterfly realness. Like, yes, bitch. She looked so good. And the eye makeup mask. Like, oh, she looked stunning. Then we have comedian Reese Nicholson looking super cute. And I love the hair, except like I didn't really understand why they brought it down here because it looked like the head itself, the skin was dyed. But other than that, he looks so good and cute. And then we come to find out that the last judge is RuPaul Charles. What? I guess Miss RuPaul was a little jet lagged, so she just took a seat over there. And I guess she was watching. What a silly, weird bit, no? So, RuPaul Charles, out of drag, is part of the panel, and she's all like, I'll do drag, and I'll host in drag or out of drag. Because, like, I know some people were, like, clocking her for doing, like, the judges panel out of drag, and she's all, like, throwing shade to those people. She's like, I'll host my damn show the way I fucking want to host it, okay? Mind your business. It's my show, not yours. I'm getting the coins. So she let them have it, and it was beautiful. And after that, we get to what? The runway. And category is ball. And first subject was, we're all born naked and the rest is what? Nudity. I will be doing a smooth and snooze in a different video since there will be 20 looks. Second section was hometown extravaganza. And after the runway, RuPaul calls forward. Come hither, my queen, Cheetah, Anita, etc., etc. Leaving JoJo, Coco, Electra, Art, Karen, and Maxi. Bottom three were JoJo, Coco, Electra. Top three, Art, Maxi, and Karen. So in the judges' critiques, they clocked a few outfits and they also praised a few of them, and some of them were just like meh. Like the ape look to them they liked, but it was just like a meh. I will say one thing, I would have made the back silver, just saying. And the winner of the top three was Karen from Finance. Very, very unexpected for me. I misjudged a lot of these queens upon their promo looks. However, I wasn't trying to have too many expectations anyways. But congratulations. Again, I love the name. It's fabulous. And I love that little joke that Michelle put in there. Like, I don't need to speak to your manager. That made me laugh so hard. Oh my God. Safe from the bottom was Miss Coco Jumbo. Leaving JoJo Zaho and Electra Shock. Lip syncing in the bottom two. And they had to lip sync to Tragedy by the Bee Gees. They do a lot of male songs out there, no? It's okay, I don't mind. Who doesn't love the Bee Gees, man? Right, so during the lip sync, I was expecting JoJo to go a little harder, especially since she said in the little Untucked that she was gonna kill it, and she didn't really kill it. Now, I believe that Electra was having more fun than JoJo. JoJo seemed to be in her head and making the performance all about her, which in a lip sync is fine. However, don't constantly do it because it makes you seem desperate and it makes you seem like, okay, just like stop doing that. Go over there and do your own thing. I want to see JoJo Zaho the performer, not JoJo Zaho desperately trying to stay into episode 2 on Down Under. This is the perfect time to showcase your talent and not worry about someone else. When you are lip syncing against someone else, if you're gonna camp it up in that way, again, don't do it consistently. Do it every now and again. And pull some other stunts if you're gonna pull those kind of stunts. Because again, I felt like she was trying too hard. And unfortunately, that sent her home. In my eyes, that's why she got sent home. And Elektra just seemed to have a lot more fun with it. She wasn't minding JoJo on the stage, although she did like play around with her. But JoJo was starting that little playfulness. So she was just like playing off of it instead of like lighting the gasoline. Like she brought the fire, but she was bringing the gasoline, JoJo. Anyway, so Elektra gets to stay and JoJo has to stash it away. Nothing really happened in Untucked other than I'm in the bottom 3 because of this and that. So there's nothing really to cover in their little segment of their Untucked at all. So yeah, let's just leave it up to next episode. And they're doing the Snatch Game already. Oh, that's pretty quick. Anyways, you guys, that was episode 1 for season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. What did you guys think of this episode? What did you guys think of all the drama? What did you think of all the looks? What did you think of the maxi challenge? What did you think of the mini challenge? What did you think of the New Zealand director, Takai Waikiki, and his little feature? What did you think of the judges? Especially a new face to us of the Drag Race family, Reese Nicholson. Let us know in the comments below. And I, Brad, aka Your Andromeda and Cosplay Queen 1014, would like to thank all my early birds, night owls, and everyone else in between. Sir Cracks would like to thank y'all too for setting your clocks for 1014 and joining us down here at the Warehouse. Until next video, which will be the fashions. Tootles!